Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. I wanted to give you guys an update on one of my favorite long-term investments inside the cryptocurrency markets. This is a cryptocurrency that has been heavily manipulated the entire cycle, not only by people inside the market, but by heavy players that we trust to regulate our markets. Today we're going to be diving into the price chart of XRP. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I think is going to be playing out for the long-term price, what this ultimately means for the next 4 years of Bitcoin's price action, and how the settlement of the XRP lawsuit is ultimately going to dictate what happens with price moving forward from here long-term. If you're new and just find this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to the channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the Discord server or download my free ebook. Links are going to be provided for you in the descriptions for the guys that want to join for both of those. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And with that being said, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so I just wanted to talk about XRP. For the majority of today's video, we're going to talk about some other things, but for the most part, I just wanted to cover XRP because I've had a lot of people asking me questions. What do I think about the long term of XRP? Do I still plan on holding this even through all of the lawsuit? And I'm here to tell you guys that yes, I am going to be holding through this because for me, XRP has always been one of those investments where, you know, I invested in it believing in the long-term vision of this. I believe that long-term XRP and Ripple are going to be able to solve some of the major issues inside of cross-border payments with banks, being able to send heavy amounts of money and value cross borders. Different countries have different regulations. They have their own little money laws. Well, it's really going to help simplify a lot of that by actually being able to use XRP. Whenever it comes to me just being able to send money between accounts, I would generally, if I have the option, I will actually send it into XRP just to send it somewhere else. It's much easier than using Bitcoin. It's better than using Ethereum. Even though Ethereum isn't necessarily slow, it's expensive. And you know, there's a lot of other cryptos that are now capitalizing in on that, trying to be faster than Bitcoin, trying to be cheaper than Ethereum. But for me, XRP has always been that from the very get-go. All the way since back in 2013, XRP has been a leader in the cycle. And for me, a lot of people have kind of brought up this opinion where it's like, well, they got sued. So doesn't that mean that there's not a lot of substance backing XRP and Ripple? Doesn't this mean that, you know, this is a project that is definitely going to fall apart? And I just simply don't think that's the case. When we look into the details of the lawsuit, there's just a lot of shady stuff that went on. The guy that filed the lawsuit, he filed the lawsuit the day before he left that position. And so you have a lot of things that don't really line up. And for me, what was the big eye-opener of all of this was when the guy that actually filed the lawsuit left his position of the SEC, he literally left and then joined an Ethereum-based crypto project as an advisor of their member board. So if we have all of this sort of thing happening, what that tells me is that it's not that XRP is a scam. What it shows me is that, hey, XRP is actually valuable, and we have a direct attack that is taking place on it. For me, I was always planning on holding XRP into new all-time highs. I definitely wasn't selling any XRP at less than $2, and so why would I be taking profits or, you know, selling it break even pretty much now that we're sitting back at this 32-cent region? For me, I accumulated the most of my XRP right around the 30-cent region. My average entry for all of my XRP position is about 25 cents. And so I'm pretty much right at a break even inside of my long-term XRP position because I haven't really done anything besides holding it. And that's what my plan was always. Now for me, because we never saw a large rally into new all-time highs, you know, you could take that as a couple different ways. You could take that as one, XRP's dead, it's never going to come around, this is a dead crypto that's just going to phase out like all of the other ones do. Or you could say, XRP was manipulated because of the lawsuit. I think that XRP was undervalued and is undervalued, and it will have a big run once all of these little things are kind of finalized. That is what I believe. For me, XRP is going to be one of the most globally adopted cryptocurrencies out there. We are already seeing that in the proof. We see so many different banks across the entire world that are using XRP, and we actually have a lot of these different banks and different governments and stuff that are planning on using XRP, but they're waiting for the finalization of the lawsuit before fully doing so. Another big thing to keep in mind is XRP was literally about to go public. Or I should say not XRP, but Ripple. The company Ripple was literally about to go public and launch an IPO right before this lawsuit happened. So it's not coincidence that this lawsuit takes place right as XRP and Ripple is about to do all these great things, right as the price of XRP was about to take off. Because keep in mind, guys, we went through like 3 years of this accumulation. XRP first breaks out right here, and then it gets sued. The first breakout. XRP and Doge both broke out at this exact same point. When XRP got sued and dumped, Dogecoin went 100x. And so I honestly think that XRP would have had a similar type of run. I'm not saying it would have went up 100x because it had a much higher market cap, but an easy 10, 20, 30x run, that wouldn't have been crazy in the slightest. And we never got that because of the lawsuit. And so all of the people that are asking me, you know, what do you think about all of this? Are you going to continue to hold? Yeah, I'm going to continue to hold because the whole reason I was even buying XRP in the first place was because of much more of a longer term basis. Now, even though I was only looking to hold it for the 4-year cycle, the fact is we never even saw a true cycle inside of XRP. So it doesn't make sense for me to sell it if we never really saw that true cycle. I would rather hold it, wait for the resolution of the lawsuit, because I have a lot of confidence in the long-term vision of Ripple. I believe that Ripple is going to be one of the big factors inside of the long-term adoption inside of crypto. They already have been. We've already seen them really leading the way ever since cryptos first started taking off back in 2013. 2017 was another cycle. And we've seen XRP only ever continue to get more massively adopted. In the wake of all these other cryptocurrencies that solve less, that have less partnerships, that are actually not even as functional as XRP, XRP's continue to develop more. They're now launching their own chain, smart contracts and stuff, which is really already out. They're just kind of in the early stages of all of this. And so if you were somebody that was able to participate in the XRP snapshot, you've already got airdrop new tokens. You're already able to stake those new tokens, and then you're going to get more airdrops as the time goes on. And so for me, by holding XRP, it's much more of a longer term thing than just the simple, okay, I'll buy low and then I'll sell it high, even though of course that is what everybody at the end of the day is here to do. For me, there's a lot more to gain by holding XRP than just simply in and out for the profit. I'm in and out for the profit, and that's always why we're in crypto at the end of the day. But for me, I'm able to hold this, and I'm able to actually get airdrops. I'm able to get free tokens by holding this. All of those tokens, in my opinion, are going to be valuable, especially when the XRP ecosystem starts to take off. There's a lot of big factors that I believe are going to ultimately dictate why XRP is going to be a long-term process. And with the lawsuit, it's really only going to separate the people that were only in XRP for the short-term profit versus the people that were in XRP for the long-term profit. I'm here for the long term. I'm here in crypto for the long term. And XRP is one of those that in my opinion, is kind of a no-brainer. I think that XRP is equally as important as Ethereum is. And people that will say that, you know, Ethereum can't even be compared to XRP, or that XRP is a scam compared to Ethereum, I think it's super small-minded to say, because realistically, when we look at Ethereum, Ethereum basically isn't even usable right now. You literally could not expect to get massive mainstream adoption in the state of Ethereum right now and expect it to work, because it doesn't work. We saw that in a small bull run where Bitcoin didn't even hit $100,000, Ethereum almost was completely unusable. When NFTs took off, gas fees were $200, $400 a pop at certain periods when Ethereum was worth $4,500. And so if you think that that has more value over XRP long term, and that you're sitting here saying XRP's dead, but Ethereum will be something that's mainstream adopted long term, I think that both of those arguments would be silly, just because of the fact there's so much time left inside these markets that we still have to go through before any sort of true maturity is even proven yet. We don't even have true regulation inside the markets yet. And in my opinion, XRP is really going to be the forefront of proving what those regulations are. There's never really been this sort of an issue. The SEC has never come out and sued a cryptocurrency. They've went after Ponzi schemes and stuff like BitConnect, but they've never outright sued a cryptocurrency, let alone a cryptocurrency that had openly followed every single rule every single time. Before Ripple ever even created XRP, the token, they reached out to the SEC and told them everything that they were going to do. Did the SEC ever comment on that? No, they didn't. And so every single opportunity has been given to the SEC for them to, work together with these cryptos. And at the end of the day, when we look into the details, the whole lawsuit is just basically built on a bunch of crap. The time frame is not for certain yet, but the time frame on resolution of this lawsuit is going to be taking us towards the end of this year. And so I don't find it coincidence that the point of resolution for this lawsuit is also going to be coming at the projected 4-year cycle low. All of these things are correlated inside of a cycle, and it's not coincidence in which they're correlated. Now, I think I've said enough as to why I'm holding, why I still believe in the value of XRP, why I believe it's going to ultimately win the lawsuit, and when it does win the lawsuit, that is when I believe that XRP is finally going to see the value proposition that it truly solves. I believe that this thing is going to be a multi-billion-dollar crypto, and really I think it's going to be valued in the trillions of dollars, because now for the first time ever, we can send immensely large amounts of value cross borders in 10 seconds. And I think that that is ultimately going to prove itself in value with price appreciation over the next 4 years. Now, let's finally talk about the price itself. Talk about really what I'm seeing inside the price chart, because when I look at the price chart of XRP, it reminds me a lot of some of those older 2017 altcoins, some of the altcoins that didn't really do anything this cycle. But I think the biggest difference between XRP and those altcoins is the fact that none of those other altcoins got sued by the SEC. So there's kind of this big, factor kind of in the play of things with XRP that none of the other markets even have to worry about. I do believe that this is going to get finalized. Ripple will win the lawsuit, and then everything will be back to normal. And that's why I actually think that XRP poses more of a great buying opportunity than maybe other people are even, expecting. Because here's the thing. If XRP wins the lawsuit, let's assume it wins the lawsuit, it proves to everybody that the whole lawsuit was a bunch of crap like we all believe. What is that ultimately going to do for the rest of the cryptos out there? It's going to bring a ton of confidence inside the market. Confidence that I ultimately believe will cause the price to rise substantially. With this lawsuit, I believe that the SEC has actually caused the price of XRP to be much lower than it normally would have. I believe that XRP would have made new all-time highs, would have done something along the lines of maybe what Dogecoin did, or maybe what some of those other really good performing altcoins did. At the very least, make a new all-time high, right? And so with us never having done that, I believe that XRP is being suppressed a lot. And so by getting in now, you have a great opportunity. In fact, with us sitting at this 32-cent region, this has been our most important level across the board on the XRP chart forever. This has been our level that we've pretty much been stable at for the course of, the last 4 or 5 years. It was resistance throughout here. It was support throughout our bear market. It became short-term resistance in our bear market. We flipped this with the SEC lawsuit, and then we had that big run to $2, and we've literally corrected all the way back down, and we're falling once again back on this level. This is going to be a level that bounces. I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm very confident in saying that. I believe that this is ultimately going to be a level that holds long-term for XRP. Even if it's just a short-term bounce like this, we bounce like this, and then we ultimately come back down, and make this long, slow thing like this. Anything is possible. We could definitely see something like this play out before our cycle's over. I don't expect a whole lot of pumping before the end of this year is over. I'm just expecting a lot more of this type of slow, methodical price action. But it doesn't really change the fact that when I look at this chart, it literally just looks like the Wall Street cheat sheet, and this big move is just a disbelief phase. At the very beginning of a new cycle, you have the first impulses, then you get the first correction, and this is when we're still below our previous all-time highs, and so a lot of people have kind of, written it off. They're not really expecting it to break a new all-time high or do anything. And that's what's known as the disbelief. It's called a sucker's rally. Nobody genuinely believes that the market's going to be taking off. And we actually see this twice. this is the disbelief phase is at the very beginning of a parabolic rally. And then it's also at the very beginning of a new bull run, right? Because at the new bull run, that's what takes place right before the parabolic rally. Now, after the parabolic rally, we have to go through a crash, long period of consolidation, but then we restart the whole new cycle over again. And it's started by this disbelief phase. It's right here before the big run, and then it's right here after the crash, right? And so what I see from the price chart of XRP, it literally just looks like a big example of this. This big rounded bottom accumulation followed this by this first higher high. I believe that this first higher high was actually the disbelief phase, this big move here. This is going to be what's known as the disbelief phase. It's the first new high in the trend. Now keep in mind, Ethereum made new all-time highs, Solana made a brand new cycle, many altcoins made new cycles. Why would we continue to trust in XRP when it did not? And once again, I like to point you guys to that lawsuit. I truly believe that this lawsuit, there's just a lot of things that aren't lining up with it. It's not going to finalize in the positive way of the SEC. I believe Ripple is going to win this lawsuit, and this is going to create a big buying opportunity in hindsight, right? You know, 2, 3, 4 years down the line when XRP is worth whatever it is, it's gone on this big, massive run, we'll all look back at this and think, man, I should have bought XRP. It was sued, it was really undervalued, it had way more going for it than some of the other cryptos, but then it was really undervalued because of the lawsuit, and you know, I just wrote it off. I thought, oh man, this cycle's over, this crypto's dead. That's what's called the disbelief phase, guys. And so, you know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong about a number of things over the years, but when it comes to sticking to cryptocurrencies that I have a lot of long-term conviction in, XRP was always one of my top, right there with Bitcoin and right there with Ethereum. I felt like XRP had more of a value proposition than Ethereum to some extent, mainly because it wasn't that Ethereum isn't valuable, because I truly believe in Ethereum's value long term. It's just that Ethereum really isn't even usable right now. It's too expensive. And so if XRP was to able to launch their own layer 1, which they have been doing and have already done, now we're able to actually scale Ethereum for the first time. I honestly think that this is a very undervalued market, very undervalued market cycle that's giving us an opportunity to accumulating literally at the low point that we've been at for the last 4 years. So, I mean, that's my belief in the matter. If you guys found value in this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos. If you guys want to join the Discord server, download my free ebook. Links are in the description for that. You guys can also sign up for my VIP, follow all the trades that I take, all my expert picks inside my Discord, lifetime access. Links are in the description to go ahead and sign up on my website. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And with that being said, I will catch you in the next one. As always, peace out.